Okay, it's time. I am super excited to react to this video. This is Brandon Herrera versus James Sellers, my first boxing match. Holy shit, man! You really have to respect a guy that not only talks the talk but walks the walk. He's slowly becoming on my hero list. I've only reacted to a few of his videos. Boxing's a little bit in my wheelhouse. I know a little bit about the sweet science. Um, Manny Pacquiao is my favorite boxer. Say what you want about his politics, but inside and outside of the ring, he's one of the greatest boxers to ever live. And if you don't know anything about Manny Pacquiao, I'll probably do some reaction videos to him, but I do know a lot about him, and they're just totally motivating videos, so those would be cool to look at. But anyway, I know a little bit about the sweet science, so this will be very interesting for me to see. I haven't reacted to a boxing video in a while, so I'm super excited. So stay tuned and let's check this out.
So I just had my pro boxing debut.
Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, he
Nice.
is the AK guy, Brandon
Okay.
Herrera.
Let me catch you guys up to speed real quick. So 6 weeks ago, Keemstar calls me up and asks if I want to do an influencer boxing match. I, being a little bored and having a few screws loose, said yes, absolutely. There was only one problem. I'm not a boxer. In fact, I've never set foot in a boxing gym. Thankfully, I know a couple guys. So for the next 5 to 6 weeks, I cleaned up my act, cleaned up my diet, stopped drinking, and trained my ass off to learn the sport of boxing in way too short of a time frame. Most people don't take their first fight until about a year of training. So 6 weeks is the crash course that you take when you don't have enough time for the crash course.
This is crazy to be fighting in front of people in a prize fight and it be a serious fight in 6 weeks. That's wow, it's ballsy to say the least.
To top things off, my original opponent, who I didn't really think was going to be hard to beat, ended up failing medicals. So 8 days before the fight, I got matched up with a new opponent, James Sellers, who basically looks like Mr. Beast but with double the testosterone. I'm 5'10", James is 6'3". So he had a 5-inch height advantage on me, a 7-inch reach advantage, and coming in with a very slight weight advantage. Meaning the only way I'd be able to beat him is if I actually paid attention during this crash
I'll box
course.
him.
So in my mind going in, I thought this was a very even fight. Another thing to note is that this was not your typical amateur boxing match. We were using no headgear like you typically have at an amateur match. And the gloves that we were using were the real deal 10-ounce gloves. So a lot of the padding removed. Like for sparring, you use 16-ounce gloves, which really are a lot of cushion.
Which in a lot of exhibition matches, they use 16-ounce gloves too. To use a 10-ounce glove in your first fight and all this other stuff, this is seriously, this is ballsy.
On those blows. This was a real deal pro match that was regulated by the Tennessee Boxing Commission. It's actually, once I learned that, it got a little bit intimidating.
What the crowd says, they're going to boo you, blah, blah, this and that. They're not going to get in there, I can guarantee you that. And remember, just learn from your mistakes, whether you win or lose.
You
got any questions? Speak up now.
This is crazy. Good for you, bro. Good for you. I like it. I like it. Don't drop your hands. I know it's hard not to.
You need to make him feel it. You know, I'm not asking you to do anything overly skillful because he's not going to be that skillful. But if you make him feel that shit, you hit the body the way that you hit me, bro, he's not going to want to fucking fight.
Wow. But at least they're both amateurs, so you're probably not in too much danger, but holy shit. This is...
Ladies and gentlemen, very good welcome to you all, and welcome to Misfit Series X OOA.
I don't know anything about his opponent. If you know anything about his opponent, or just let me know.
And we are set to go with our first fight tonight, 4 rounds cruiserweight at a catchweight 192 pounds. And first to make his way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, here is James Sellers! Here is the AK guy, Brandon Herrera!
He looks good. He looks good up there.
Brandon Herrera, better known as the AK guy. I'm sure Peter's not going to be happy with his attire, Roundhouse, but what do you expect from him when the bell rings?
Honestly, I think this is the type of guy
The wolf.
who just wanted to come in here and test himself. And to me, someone that says, you know what, life's pretty good, let's go get punched in the face, that guy is going to be a problem.
Right.
He's a big burly.
Listen, he looks like the type that has kind of a low center of gravity, and I've seen guys like this before. Sometimes they're natural punchers, so we'll see how this develops, but I've seen guys with his build before, and this might be dangerous for this other longer guy.
Character, but again, Roundhouse, 7-inch reach disadvantage.
Wow.
Introducing to you first, fighting
Still.
out of the red corner.
That could be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on how well you fight on the inside, because a lot of times with that reach, there leaves a lot of gaps and openings. So if you could fight well on the inside, you could expose some of that.
Wearing black with white, he weighed in officially 193 1/4 pounds. Fighting out of and representing Los Angeles, California, here is James Sellers! And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing solid black, he weighed in 189 pounds. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, he is the AK guy, Brandon!
Do this, man. Big balls right here.
Clearly, he's the crowd favorite.
All right, fighters, you were giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Come out fighting at the bell.
This looks like Rocky versus Drago right now. He's the little guy versus the big man.
How many rounds?
This thing will be over in the first round. That's my prediction. All right, we've got a Let's Go Brandon chant happening right now. We are in Nashville. I assume they're cheering for the AK guy. Here we go.
Serving the people of Arizona isn't a solo mission.
Of course,
it takes
right
a
when
team
it's about to start.
working together to
Cruiserweight division, 192-pound catchweight, AK guy.
Oh, nice.
Gloves,
Duck
James
under the
Sellers in
punch.
white.
Nice. Nice jab.
AK guy wanted
Okay,
any part of the
okay.
touch of the gloves.
All right.
Good
Stay
job
disciplined.
early
Keep
from
your defense. All right.
7-inch reach advantage doesn't
All right,
do you
calm
much
down a little
good
bit.
unless you can use it to your advantage.
Yeah, look at
Right
that.
now, we need to see more jabs from James
Okay.
Sellers. Yeah, right now both guys are taking big.
Sellers has his hands down.
Almost like they've been instructed.
He has his hands down. It's
to calm
not
down.
good.
It's a long fight.
Yeah, calm
4
down.
rounds.
4 rounds. Okay.
Here's a problem I'm seeing from it.
Listen, this is what I'm seeing so far. I don't see a lot of defensive discipline coming from Sellers. He has his arms out there and he has his hands down. Brandon, for the most part, is keeping his hands close to his temples and his ribs like you're supposed to. And, he drops his hands a little bit when he swings, but I don't think he's in a whole lot of danger because Sellers doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing.
AK guy. When you're shorter, you
He's
gotta
stalking
move your
him,
head. You gotta
and
be
he's
able
poking
to slip
him.
that jab and counter. He's kind of moving his
Nice. Oh, did you see that? That was a nice slip and counter. That was beautiful. He's listening to his coaches. I could tell he absorbs this information. That was nice. Nice. You better get your hands up, bro. Oh my gosh, that right cross. He's got a nice right cross. I like this.
Sellers is doing a good job at keeping it in his range right there.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right, don't lose discipline here.
There's a lot of body there. The AK
Think
guy.
Mike Tyson. Come in, weave in, and crack.
That's a great point. Chop that
All
tree
right,
down.
yeah, keep that left up high. He wants to hit you with his right. Listen, he's got a chopping right. Keep your left up, and stay disciplined.
Ooh, that was close.
Well, we saw one of our
Calm down.
punch prelims. We had 2 guys we thought they were going to fall in the 4th round. Oh, big hit.
Oh, that was a good combination there.
That's it.
Nice. Hey, listen, my assessment in round 1, look, this is an amateur fight, but like he has a lot of natural things going on over here, so I like what I'm seeing from Brandon. This is really good.
Deep breaths. Legs out, deep breaths. There you go. Breathe. Okay, deep breaths, give me another deep breath. Down. Another deep breath.
It looks like I'm gassed because I have bad cardio. It's actually the opposite. To be honest with you now, during the first round corner, I was having a slight panic attack because I was over breathing during the first round.
Oh,
it's
wow.
all the adrenaline, the nerves, the bright lights, the TV cameras.
You're in a freaking fight, man. Like, it's adrenaline is freaking busting out of you. You're not even feeling pain
on my breathing, and I felt like I couldn't get full breaths because I was, hyperventilating essentially. So if it looks like I've got a fucking 1,000-yard stare here, it's because I'm having a little bit of a panic attack thinking I can't fucking breathe.
All right.
I love the fact that AK Guy's corner told him to calm down, take big
calm
breaths.
down.
I thought
just calm down, stay disciplined, let it come to you.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I'm talking about, right? They're really kind of looking at this as the entire fight, not just round by round, and that's good to see. Now, Sellers is really getting his range here, though, and he seems really, really comfortable in there.
Okay, it looks like he's trying to do a pull counter, but the guy's so long, I think he's just a little intimidated with, so he's kind of leaning back a little too much. But, hey, keep that left up or catch that left and just hit him with that right, and it'll be there for you. That's what I'm thinking.
And Brandon needs to kind of focus on breaking down the reach, getting past that long guard, and he's not doing that right now. Nice body shot from Herrera there.
Yeah, because his jab, it's just a little poking, feeling jab. It's not there to hit or hurt anything. It's just to push his face away. So you could just run right past that and just smack him.
Get inside. He's doing his best.
There he is. Now he's using that lead hand, guys. See the big difference that it makes when you start using that lead hand?
And I think AK Guy wants to turn this into
a now it's a brawl. Now it's a brawl.
Right
Stay disciplined.
No part of that firefight. Well, if he's smart, he stays outside and jabs him to death. That's exactly right.
Okay. It's kind of a pushing jab, but it's a jab. Give him something to think about. And go low. Jab high, hit low. Oh, wow.
You never know how you're going to respond when you start tasting your own blood, and that's where James Sellers is at this moment.
Nice. Nice jab. Oh, yeah. He's super concerned.
That's when he realized.
Look, this guy is losing all discipline. Look how low his arms are, and he's just kind of smacking and pawing at him. So just stay disciplined, Brandon, and there might be a knockout in here for you.
What it's like. Full camp, which is at least 8 weeks.
And keep your hands up, brother.
Nice three-punch combination.
Let him make mistakes.
Nice big left hook. Each of these guys keeps forgetting that lead hand.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
And here comes the AK Guy. And right at the bell.
Wow, this is a real fight. This is dope.
Seconds out. Let's go. Seconds out.
And there's that jab, like you said, Roundhouse. The little guy can throw a jab, too.
Just think if he put his body into that jab, how much more that would have been in effect. He's got this pushing thing, but I understand this guy is pretty long.
Mike Tyson was famous for having a good jab for a smaller fighter, but that seemed to really
right.
James Sellers.
You got to weave in there. Boom.
Those are some good body shots, though, from the AK Guy there. It's nice to see him mixing it up a little bit, which he wasn't really doing earlier, right? He was just targeting
little head
right
movement.
over and over again.
Keep your hands up.
He was using all of his punches.
Yeah, I think
he's trying to time him.
As the fight continues and he gets more settled in. But now, Chris, we're going to start to see who has the legs that we've talked about. We're more than 6 minutes in now. Blood continues to pour out of the nose and mouth of James Sellers, but it hasn't.
This separates the fighters from the non-fighters. When people get tired and you could still stay disciplined and freaking finish the fight, this is where the rubber hits the road, people.
Slowed him down.
Todd, I'll tell you one thing. We're in the third round, and by the looks of it, in the first round, I did not.
That jab is nice.
Still be going the way it is.
Get him, Brandon. Nice. Oh. Oh yeah. Look at. Nice. Stay disciplined. Keep it up. There you go. There you go. Weave in. There you go.
Come on, kid. You can't start a
This is so good.
Last time I saw face that bloody is when Coach saw me in a tie when I showed up here.
That was brutal.
Oh, nice.
James Sellers losing his form right now. He's just slapping with his punches. Now they're just looking at each other. Okay, let's take a break. Let's take 5-10 seconds. All right, now let's recommence.
It's almost like they have an agreement after they do an exchange. They're like, hey man, you want to get a quick cup of coffee and we'll be back here in a sec.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was a beautiful jab. Knocked him down. Nice. Oh, that was beautiful.
I don't think he's going to get up. Here we go.
Third round knockout? You don't want to get up. It's over. Wow. Good for you. That was beautiful.
Was that a jab right there?
Yeah, it was that pushing jab. He shoved, man.
Are they happy about this? But the way that the performance went, I think, was as close to perfect as any of these.
Right.
And look
Man.
at these.
I'm so impressed.
Herrera and his team.
Yeah, honestly, I mean,
Good
that's
job,
what we're talking
dog.
about, guys. You
Good
fall in
job.
love with that right hand. You fall in love with the bomb.
You're a
and you
scary
just gotta finish
man.
the fight.
You're a
And then it's the
scary
jab,
man.
And then it's the punch that you didn't even think
Aw,
was gonna happen.
respect,
A lot
respect.
Of the time, it's not the power of the punch. It's
That's a
does
good
your
fighter
opponent
right there.
see
Good-
the punch?
good-
And the
good
punches
job.
you don't see that really hurt.
Let's watch the finish again. It was a jab, but more than that, it was an accumulation of damage. Look at that. Right on the
Nice.
button, and I think
Nice.
Sellers just lost his will to stand up. Yeah, it's pretty clear he did not want to get up. And whenever a fighter hits the ground after they've been counted out, like, oh,
Nice.
I was almost going to get up, he wanted no part of that. Yeah.
Watching Herrera dig deep like that, when we were looking at
Nice.
it, first round, we were saying this guy looks tired. And then he digs deep and he gets a third round finish. Unreal. That was great. That was great to see. I love it when it just comes down.
Listen, knocking someone out with boxing gloves on, even 10-ounce gloves, is hard to do. So, I mean, if there's a grown man in front of you and he knows a little bit what he's doing, it's hard to do. So this is very impressive.
Who wants it more? Who's tougher? Who's got the harder head? And that's boxing sometimes.
Hey, but
Good
let's
shit.
give credit to James Sellers.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Ladies and
Respect.
gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 15 seconds of round number 3. Referee Damian Walton reaches the count of 10 for your winner by way of knockout, the AK guy, Brandon Herrera.
Good for you,
This
man.
Fitz is really all about performing and then moving on to the
Yeah, they're
next.
so
We're
excited.
New in this world.
Oh, that's
of
a donut,
AK
huh?
guy. And I look at this performance. I'm thinking to myself, maybe this is something I can actually do over and over and over. At least try it again.
And after that, the entire gang went out on the town and proceeded to make up for 6 weeks of relative sobriety. I want to thank Keem and Misfits again for setting all this up. This was a really cool opportunity, and I really want to thank James for being an
That was
awesome
amazing.
opponent. James was not in bad shape before, but he said that he took like a couple boxing classes 2 years ago. So essentially, he had 8 days to learn how to box.
Aw.
And well, given that neither of us really had the technique down, because like I said, neither of us are boxers, and we didn't really have the time.
It was
to
a good
learn,
show.
I give him the utmost respect
Right.
for being willing to jump in the ring and honestly saving my fight. Because we couldn't find an opponent for this. It would just
Wow.
get canceled, and
Good for
all
you,
that
man.
training and tickets and everything would be for nothing. Yeah, James was an awesome guy on and off camera, and you know, I look forward to inviting him out to a range day or something like that where we can
That'd be
actually
cool.
hang out for the first time and not have to worry about the impending, you know, attempting to beat the shit out of each other.
Right.
Makes social situations a little awkward when you got that hanging over your head. I also want to give a huge shout out to my coaches, Matt and Tony. They were fucking awesome, and
Like, listen, some of my best friends I got into it with, so it's a kind of a guy thing anyway when that happens. You're really, you're in a strange way really close to somebody you fought. It's kind of a strange thing.
really, really helped me go from no fucking clue what I was doing to somewhat of a fucking clue what I was doing. And also, of course, my friend Eli for putting in the time and really helping me go the extra mile and kind of really, he became very invested in this as well, which is why he was jumping up and down like a
Super
goddamn
cool.
chimpanzee. And lastly, all the friends that helped with my training and came out to support me during the fight or just watched the fight from home. This was something wildly out of my comfort zone, and I just appreciate all the
Good
help
for you.
that you guys gave. So at the end of the day, this sounds wrong, but it's technically correct. And technically correct is the best kind of correct. Since this was regulated by the commission as a true pro boxing match, your boy technically has an undefeated
Right.
pro boxing
Okay, yeah.
by way of knockout.
100%
I will be able
knockout.
to tell my
Yeah.
kids that with a straight face and
Right.
not lie, and I will refuse to elaborate.
Right.
Anyhow, I hope this was
What's your
as
ranking?
cool of a side quest for you guys to follow along and watch as it was for me to experience. I really did enjoy this, and I'm in some of the
Me
best shape of
too.
my life, honestly. But I appreciate you guys following along and following me here on the B channel. Got a few more interesting things lined up for the future of this channel, so if you haven't already subscribed, I guarantee you're not going to want to miss what's coming up. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm going to watch the rest of it.
Bye. They are saying my real name, right?
You want Brandon Herrera, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll make sure to relay it.
Perfect. Yeah, the AK guy was going to channel me like 6 years ago.
Sure, yeah, I'll make sure. That won't happen.
Thanks, brother. AK guy. You're like, oh, dang it, I don't know. I do more than that.
Yeah, I do more.
Introducing the M16, man. It's not even my name.
Whoever that was.
You just walk out and say that.
I just like walk over and hit the announcer.
I'm out.
Arizona?
Oh man, you know, what a cool group of guys, seriously. That was an amazing video. I was so excited to do this video, and I was not disappointed. Good for you, man. Congratulations, seriously. And in respect to the other fighter too, and everybody involved. That was an amazing thing to see, and thank you for sharing that, and thank you for tuning in, YouTube, and let me know what you think. I really like boxing videos. I would love to see more of that. If you have any suggestions for anything else, let me know. Thanks.